So this school, by the way, guess what tuition at the school is? And they also have an elementary school. So the tuition is for all grades. You ready? Including third grade. Did you read what it was? $65,540 a year. Now, I would say that this is throwing money down a toilet, but I would be wrong. Because if you throw $65,000 down the toilet, if you flush it down the toilet, if you throw it down a drain, to use the truly appropriate verb, you are wasting the money, but you are not doing any harm to anyone. But if you send your child to the school, you are not only wasting your money, you are doing harm. Of course, many parents don't think that, needless to say, because people are sheep. Most people are. Oh, wow, $65,000, Riverdale, ethical culture. Can't beat that. What a combo. The principal of the upper school who sent it out, it was Stacy Bobo. Stacy Bobo is a woman. I would have bet that the principal was a woman, and I would have won the bet. She's the principal of the upper school. She said it acknowledges, ready, the Election Day support, acknowledges that this may be a high stakes and emotional time for our community. Do you realize these people talk in cliches? There isn't an original, sincere thought in their Do they speak this way to if they're married to their husband? Do they speak this way to their friends? This is a high stakes and emotional time for our community. Then there are more words that you'll love it that are completely representative of the left-wing robots. No matter the election outcome, she wrote, the school will quote. Here it is. Here is the other example. The whole letter, I'm sure, exemplified robotic left-wing thinking or expression. The school, quote, will create space. Does she say create space in having dinner with her girlfriends? You think she does? Do you know anyone? Is anyone in your life ever said create space? The moment I hear create space, I know it's a leftist. I presume, but it's not necessarily at all, because male leftists will do this, just there are more women are representative of this. The school will create space to provide students with the support they may need. Yes, students, you poor things, come from homes that can afford $65,000 wasted dollars on this school, but you poor things, you will be distressed by the election. And so we have the psychologists, and we will create space for you. I presume that they will be given playthings, right? Well, remember, what was it, in safe spaces? Yeah. That's what they do. They give you Play-Doh and hot chocolate, and you watch films of frolicking puppies. Oh, and kittens. I don't want to miss that. It's a very interesting point from my technical director. He hopes they get the day off. That means that Donald Trump won. Yeah. And more important, it means that the Democrats lost, which is my preoccupation. No homework will be assigned on Election Day, the email said. and no student assessments will take place on Wednesday. Excused absences will be allowed on Wednesday or whatever day the election results are announced, which may well be a week later. In large measure because, for reasons that no one has ever explained to me, therefore I assume bad motives, we went from paper ballots to computers. You can't hack paper ballots. You can hack computers. Why would we do that? I know the answer, but I won't tell you. No, I can't say I know it. I suspect the answer. The answer is located in the question. Excused absences will be allowed on Wednesday or whatever day the election results are announced for students who feel unable to, quote, fully engage in classes. Fully engaged. That's up there with create spaces. It's up there with our community. This is all from the New York Times. Gwen Rocco, a spokeswoman for the school, another woman, declined to comment on the email. If you're the spokeswoman of the school, why would you decline to comment on an email from the head of the school? Isn't that odd? Yes, they mentioned something else that I wanted to read to you, but I did not get it. Oh yeah, I didn't highlight this, but I think I should nevertheless share it with you. John Couchman, who has two daughters in the upper school, a sophomore and a senior, said he thought the plan for the election was commendable. I just want you to know, I'll bet most of the parents think it was, quote, commendable, unquote. I think it's absolutely the right decision, said Mr. Couchman, who works in finance. These students are very astute. The praising of these young people by leftists is so false, so unearned, so representative of flawed thinking. These students are very astute. Well, that's an interesting thing. They're very astute. Well, but what if they're divided on the election? What if, let's say, 1/3 of the students, maybe less, but let's say 1/3 of the students are pro-Trump. Are they astute as well? Can you have equally astute people have opposite views on everything important? Do you know that nobody described me or my classmates when I was in high school as very astute? Had somebody said to me, "You're astute," I would have said, "Really? I haven't met any astutes." I think their rights are on the line. This is a parent. Their rights are on the line.